Good evening, everyone. I am Monica. My teammates are Vishnu and Yashwanti. Our project is to predict academic achievement of college students using machine learning. The main abstract of our project is to predict the academic performance of the students based on the previous year's marks. In this project, we are going to take the input as previous year's marks of the students performance, and we are going to analyze the data, and we'll predict the future performance of the students based on the previous year's performance. For this, we are going to use linear regression algorithm from machine learning. Coming to the introduction of our project, here data mining techniques based on machine learning are used. They are used to automate process of predicting students' performance using in linear regression. Here, analyzing and predicting the marks of the students is done based on guess, and students' personal marks details are not considered for academic evaluation. Educational institutions use web applications for training students, but there are no specific steps followed for predicting the students' performance. In this project, we are going to use machine learning. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence and computer science, which focuses on the use of data and algorithms to imitate the way that humans learn, gradually improving its accuracy. Machine learning is a field of study that gives computers the capability to learn without being explicitly programmed. In this project, we are going to use linear regression algorithm. Linear regression algorithm is a mathematical method that allows data scientists to predict a continuous outcome based on the value of one or more predictor variables. Linear regression is the most popular form of regression analysis because of its ease of use in predicting and forecasting. Existing system of our project is researchers has done some work on grading system from which final examination marks are used for giving grades for the students and for evaluating marks of each student. Researchers has done some work on automation of grading techniques in which existing exam marks are used to give grades for the students. The main disadvantages of our existing system are most of these methods work on data mining techniques, which are based on after completing the data. Existing methods mostly work based on marks obtained from the exams. An easy stage of evaluation is not possible in these methods. Now Vishnu will continue.
Good evening. As Monica told, the existing system, the proposed system, in the proposed system, we'll be taking the previous year student marks as the input and will be predicting the result. Here we'll be using linear regression for the prediction. For example, if I have to get the prediction marks for my SEM, I need to get calculated with the marks of my senior. My senior marks of SEM and mids are taken as input and my mid marks will be taken. So both will be analyzed and the prediction will be done. The main advantages of the system are final marks of these subjects can be easily predicted beforehand. This not only uses useful for the students but also for the teachers to train the students in a better way, in a helpful way. Handling of multi-dimensional and multi-variety of data can be done easily. Using machine learning, automation of prediction can be done quickly by using the linear regression method. But if we train the or predict the marks before, training of the students can be done easily so that the student can prepare well for the exams based on the prediction given. The system architecture in the tells that in the offline phase there will be two stages: pre-processing student data and model creation. In pre-processing student data, the student data will be collected, then it will be transformed to pre-processing data. The pre-processing data will be processing that data, which will be removing missing values or duplicate values or repeating values, etc., and will be cleaned and transformed to process data. The process data is also known as training data set. It acts as an interface between both pre-processing student data and model creation. In this pre-processed data, it will be sent to student performance modeling. In this student performance modeling, the linear regression algorithm will be done, and the prediction process will be applied, and the prediction process will go on, and the result will be transformed to student performance prediction model. In this, the software requirements we use are the operating system, which is Windows 7, 10, and the coding language used is here is Python. The development kit is Anaconda, and the dataset will be used as our own marks dataset, as we'll be calculating our own marks. So we'll be using that dataset, and the hardware components are, we use Intel Core i3 processor as the system, and 100 GB hard disk, mouse 15 VGA color monitor, and a RAM of 2 GB is necessary. Now my friend Yashwanti will continue the modules.
Good evening, everyone. As Vishnu has explained about the requirements and system architecture, I'm going to explain about the modules. There are 5 modules in our project. Those are dataset collection, pre-processing, split dataset, and initialize algorithm, and then the prediction. The dataset collection is nothing but the collecting the data that is required for the prediction and classifications. After that, the pre-processing is nothing but the removing the NaN values and the unwanted data. After that, the pre-processing data is converted into the processed data. Next slide, please. The pre-processing data is converted into the processed data. Here, the processed data is split into the two types. First one is test data, and second one is the training data. Here, after that, the algorithm will be initialized. The algorithm we initialize is linear regression, which is very accurate. After that, the wanted model will be getting, that is nothing but prediction. Next slide, please. And let us discuss about the flowchart. Here, the selection of the file is nothing but the dataset collection. After that, we will extract the features and labels. Here, the features and labels will be divided into the test data and training data. After that, these will be applied for the algorithm. With the algorithm, that is none other than the linear regression, and our prediction will be done here. Prediction of the student marks will be getting here. Next. Here, use case diagram. In the use case diagram, the collection of the data will be done first. After that, in a website, we will be providing a form. Here, we will be in the form, we will be entering the details. The user will enter the details. After that, the data set, they will provide some data set before, while applying the algorithm itself. The linear regression algorithm itself, they will provide some data set. From that data set, when the user enter his details, the prediction will be done. Then the final conclusion is nothing but, in this competitive world, it is very important to get a good marks. To get a good marks, actually the current system is nothing but, without any prediction, we will go write exam and the marks will be getting. But it is without planning and without guidance, right? But with our project, marks prediction, we will predict the student marks before itself, and by predicting, we will think we should prepare more, or it's enough to prepare. That's a proper guidance, not only for the students but the institutions also. It is very useful. So prediction of the student marks is very important. Thank you.